Hey, welcome inside our Los Angeles studio. I'm Malika Andrews, and the NBA Cup, the knockout round, it is here. And these are the matchups for the next two nights, right? In the East, you have the Heat and the Magic. You also have the Raptors and the New York Knicks. They play tonight. And then tomorrow, SGA and the Thunder host the Suns. LeBron and the Lakers host the Spurs. Remember, the winners, they book their ticket to Las Vegas for the semifinals this weekend and a chance to win. But I'm always winning when I am here with my good sis, Chiney Ogwumike. There's a lot of money on the line here, Chiney. So maybe outside of cash, what is one word that you would use to describe this NBA Cup?
The same word I'd use to describe your arms, flex. It is the ultimate flex. All right, it's not the Larry O'Brien trophy, but it is still $514,790. You can flex on your rest of your association with that type of payout. But it's also cool because it doesn't matter who you are. The star players want to earn that money for the benchers, for the role players, because it's game-changing money. It's a good opportunity for them to say, hey, we're taking a step towards a championship. So, yes, it is the ultimate flex.
Yeah, this is not the no-flex zone. This is the flex zone, and Chiney showing off those biceps here. 8 teams left, but only one will become the third ever NBA Cup championship. So here's what are the odds on DraftKings Sportsbook for the winner of the Cup, right? Oklahoma City, of course, they have the odds to win it along with everything else. Then you got the Knicks, the Lakers, the Magic. Monica McNutt, it is a good day when you are in studio with us, sis. When you are watching the Thunder here, are you taking Oklahoma City, or are you looking at the rest of the field for this Cup?
Baby, I think I would be tripping to go against these odds. The Thunder have been so dominant on both sides of the basketball. I mean, all of the teams in the field, you got to lace up and you got to play against them. But when you're just looking at it based on what they've done in their body of work this season, a fresh SGA, I'm going with the Thunder.
Not to mention, I feel like they still may have a little chip on their shoulder because of the last performances we've seen from them in the NBA Cup. Could this be the year they get over the hump? The NBA Cup quarterfinals are going to be north of the border tonight as the Knicks face the Raptors. Toronto had a blazing start to the season, but they've come back down to earth a little bit. But they will look toward Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, both averaging over 20 a game here for the Raptors. And then for New York, Jalen Brunson, he's been heating up recently. He's averaging almost 30 points a game in his last 3. By the way, all of those were Knicks wins. So joining us now is our reporter in Toronto, Vincent Goodwill. So the Knicks, they currently have the third-ranked offense in the NBA, but Karl Anthony Towns, his status still up in the air here, Vinny. How are they looking ahead of this matchup against the Raptors?
Well, one of the reasons, not just for the Raptors, but throughout the season, Malika, is how do we get offense initiated besides Jalen Brunson? Enter Mikal Bridges. So far this season, averaging nearly 5 assists a game. We talked to him about the other night, and he said, you know what? I watched Rajon Rondo and Chris Paul and Devin Booker navigate offenses. It's always been something I wanted to do, and now he's getting the opportunity to initiate offense and make that offense a lot more dynamic with or without Karl Towns.
So do we know yet what the decision will be, Vinny, for Karl Anthony Towns in this game? What are the Knicks weighing here?
Well, I think they're weighing with the left calf tightness. That's always one of those tricky injuries that you wind up hearing about because you don't want it to turn into something else. He's a game time decision. I tend to believe it's not going to be something that is lingering or long lasting. In the meantime, Mitchell Robinson, who the Knicks have been waiting on for such a long time throughout the course of his career to be that impactful player night after night, health-wise and everything else. He played 25 minutes the other night, and that's a huge thing. It does not seem like a big thing, but they've tried to keep him in that 15 to 18-minute range. The fact that they played him 25 minutes against the Orlando Magic shows that they're ramping him up, shows that his conditioning is getting there, and sooner or later, we're going to have to actually see if Towns and Mitchell Robinson and Brunson and all these guys are championship caliber the way that they've been sold from the moment that they hired Mike Brown this offseason.
Okay, so for now, we're going to have to wait and see whether or not Karl Anthony Towns will be on the floor tonight for the New York Knicks. Vincent Goodwill, thank you so much for your time. Let's send it over to the floor, to the court, though, with my good sis, Chiney Ogwumike and Monica McNutt.
Oh, yes, we are rolling deep today because just like my good sis is working courtside in Madison Square Garden. The New York Knicks, they're sitting pretty right now, just like you. Second in the East behind an improved offense. Now, what has been the change? I know you know this, but not the rest of America. It's been player movement. Pace is how fast you play, right, guys? But this is different. The Knicks last year were 26 when it comes to movement on offense. This year, they're in the top 10. And I have a perfect song for that, and I believe it's also a perfect time to go into this with a little bit of court vision. When I move, you move. And just like that, the New York Knicks have a top 3 offense in the NBA. And this is a perfect play to show you why. It's because of player movement. I want you guys to check it out from my point of view. Beautiful movement on the backside. Watch Jalen Brunson drift over to the corner. Beautiful pass by Mikal Bridges. This is where 2 important things happen. 1, Jalen Brunson, of course, is going to get into his bag. But 2, Karl-Anthony Towns is going to draw multiple defenders into the paint. That forces a decision to be made on the backside by Derek White. Am I going to stay home and guard Mikal Bridges, or I'm going to go out there and guard Josh Hart? Well, Bridges shoots 47% from corner 3, so he stays home. Beautiful pass, good to great possession. Josh Hart knocks it down. That is the difference from last year to this year. They are not stagnant. The New York Knicks are in motion. All right, it's time to get back to the breakdown. So, Monica, I crunched the numbers, and obviously we went to a whole different dimension.
Yep.
Am I telling the truth?
You're telling the truth.
Okay.
You're preaching a little bit, and I will tell you that too. Now, I would just add to that. Part of what you're saying in terms of player movement is the focusing on what Mike Brown calls sprays to get to three-point opportunities. So here's the movement you're talking about. You got screen, you got different folks initiating the offense. Jalen Brunson's usage is still up, but his opportunities in catch and shoot are also up as well, and his dribbles are actually down a little bit this season.
Amen.
Here's a corner 3. Knicks happen to lead the league in corner 3s with like 5.2 per game. Not to mention that guy, Josh Hart, is shooting the ball crazy in the month of November. Something like 38% from the three-point line, so he's been rolling.
And what does Chiney always say, right? Styles, they make what, Chiney?
They make some fights, girl.
Yeah, they do, and that's something that we're going to be keeping an eye on here in this one, because as Monica knows, the Knicks are the 5th best three-point shooting team in the league by percentage, but Toronto, they hold teams to the 3rd lowest shooting percentage on 3. So that's something to keep an eye on. Exactly, in this cup matchup. This was just fun. In case you missed it, Jalen Brunson, of course, remember when he received 27 votes in the New York mayoral election back in November? Well, we finally got Brunson's concession. Not really, but here's his reaction.
I did see that.
Would you consider running for mayor ever?
At this point in my life, no. I would not consider.
Did you have a platform or anything? Or, yeah? I want to go down this route.
I'm just going to focus on just a little bit of basketball.
I'm actually a little more surprised that it was only 27. You know, so maybe he should run, you know, when he retires, you know. Yeah, probably not, but, you know, it'd be funny to see.
Mayor-elect Brunson.
That's
well, not
funny.
really. He wasn't elected. And the Knicks, they're going to host the Cavs at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. And then the Spurs, the Thunder, the Mavs, the Warriors, the Rockets, the Lakers on Christmas Day. Of course, the nightcap is the Timberwolves and the Suns. 5 of the best gifts that anyone could ask for. All right, the Spurs at the Pelicans, and the rookies took center stage in this one. Number 2 overall pick Dylan Harper versus number 13 pick Derik Queen. And you know what? Slay Queen. Yeah. Dylan Harper, though, knocks down the 3. He played a huge role in this game, but this was Derik Queen's night, Monty.
Yeah, and it's great to see this young man sort of bringing the hard hat to the NBA. A little bit of luck, a little bit of practice, all right there.
Defense leading to offense.
Make him drop by your foot.
Going coast to coast, the one-handed flatter stop.
That's an old school hoop right there.
Doing it all on Monday night. All right, the 4th quarter here, 2 minutes remaining. The Spurs up by 4 here. Harper somehow gets that one to go.
Come on, young fellas.
The kids are going to be all right. And I just love this play right here. A little in and out. Tough finish.
So tough. Gets the bucket to fall.
He loves the
Pelicans
contact.
on that one take a 1-point lead, by the way. Under 10 seconds remaining here, just over. Spurs down by 1. Who are you going to call? Oh, yeah, Dylan Harper.
Shout out to Dylan Harper answering the bell in his rookie year.
The Spurs have options, y'all. They have options.
Harper, he finished with 22 points off the bench for San Antonio. New Orleans last chance here. Jose Alvarado brings it up, passes it to Queen. That's who you're going to want to take the shot.
It's like the NCAA tournament.
Couldn't quite get it to
Don't do
go.
it. Don't do it.
Was wide open, though, for the 3, but can't quite get it to fall. But Queen did become the 5th player in NBA history to record a 30-point triple-double before he can drink, y'all.
I don't understand how these kids are doing it.
Right? He's also
man.
the first rookie to lead both teams outright in points and rebounds, assists, and blocks since some pretty good company.
Look
Michael
at that.
Jordan, right?
Look at that.
Now, Derek, he says to put some respect on the 2025 rookie class. Take a listen.
I think it was on Twitter. Somebody said that next class is going to be better than us or something like that. Oh, that's the best class. And we definitely the best class. We have up and down the charts. We gonna be the better class. We have the better players.
All right, well, we when he says things like that, we need to check in with our college basketball expert, Sean Farnham. We're hearing Derik Queen saying his class has the better players than this 2026 class. What say you?
Has anybody ever said their draft class isn't good when they're part of it? That would be the first thing. It's not. The depth of this year's class, much better than last year.
Okay.
This was a good class, though.
This was a good class, and we certainly look forward to seeing this one.